Hey, what's good? It's Done Deal on the track. I appreciate Spinnerella for rocking with me, y'all. You know, I'm going hard 2019. It's going to be a great 2022.
Hey. Y'all know what it is, your boy Oatmeal_2 Milliman with my dog Done Deal on the track, man. What going on, big dog?
What's going on, brother?
Hey, it's really nice to have you, man. So let's go ahead and let the people know who been up under a rock about Done Deal, man. Tell them where you from.
All right, so I'm in Atlanta by way of LA. I've been out here for 17 years. Started up with Young Thug, Rich Kids, Pee Wee Longway, Gucci Man, Future, 2 Chainz. Rich Homie Quan did 14 songs on the Rich Gang album.
Woo.
Stoner for Young Thug, his first national hit. She Twerking for Cash Out. Hannah Montana for the Migos. Many songs for Migos on all they stuff they've done. I think I've been on everything. Yeah, man, I got a good little track record.
Man, good little track, bro. You just named all the hits that everybody rock to. You know what's crazy? And I know me and you got a relationship outside of this, definitely just being in the music game.
Yeah.
But I don't know if you want to tell it, but hopefully you can. There's a story about how you even got down here from LA with the dog.
Yeah. So I mean, there's 2 ways that I came out here. So one is around like 13, 14. So, you know, LA is crazy. It's real crazy. It's not the best place to be. It's great because it's sunny, you get more time in the day, but you know, there's a lot of gang activity out there, people doing gangster shit. So I got shot one time, like 13, and then I got bit by a dog when I was like 7 or 8. So, you know, my mom was out in Atlanta and I was like, it's time to go.
Yeah. You get hit one time and bit by a dog, it's time to get the hell on.
Yeah, it's time to go.
So do you consider Atlanta kind of like home, or?
Yeah, most definitely. I've been out here since 2000. So,
man, let me ask you a good question, because you just named a lot of popping artists. When you tell me how that works. So a lot of people, you know, when you get placements, they think you automatically get that check right then and there.
Oh, no.
So like, and so even with me, you know, people be like, man, my song got placed and I ain't got no money. Like, damn, song we even put the song out. We just showed you the track list and your name was on it.
You haven't got no paperwork. Your lawyer you ain't got no lawyer to hit you up about no paperwork. You nowhere until it's somewhere. Until you see it on the platform, until they make that call and say, hey, we're about to pay you for this. It's not happening. Wow. Just hold it down.
So how it kind of works for you when you go in there? Do you rather like to go in there to work with the artist, or you like to sing beats off?
I like to work with the artist. My personal relationship with the artist makes it different, because I feel like for artists, it's out of sight, out of mind. It may be like you have a really good record with them, but everybody around them wants to hear the records that they've been doing. So it's like, shit, bro, that's my boy. This is the person who makes beats with me all the time. He in the studio with me every day. This is who they picking. It's not about the best song. It's about your relationship with the artist. I had to work with the no-names. And the no-names for me when I was coming up was Future, Young Thug, Cash Out. Like, nobody knew who these people were, bro. I used to bring Thug to sessions and people was like, who is this weird looking dude?
Yeah.
I'd be like, that's the Young Thug. Like,
yeah.
Bye. It's just like, you gotta work within your means. You gotta work with who's around you. Like, being around Thug and all them, I had a feeling that these were the artists that were gonna come up, but everybody else, they weren't sure. So I had to put my trust. You know, I was trying to work with Tip. I was trying to work with Jeezy and all those people that were the hot artists, right? But that's not who wanted to work with me.
You know, it's crazy. I think the young producers weren't popping then. I think you had the producers, the go-tos, just for watching Jay-Z and so forth, when they was showing like Timberland, Pharrell, Swiss Beats, and the whole nine. So the young generation was kind of like, they wasn't on that way.
We was just starting to come through the barrier a little bit. And even though we were being heard, didn't mean we were being heard of.
Yeah. Y'all took risks though.
Yeah.
With artists who they just did not really respect.
At all. I remember a dude walking up to me and being like, I'll never play Young Thug shit in the club ever. And I was like, why?
Yeah.
Like, he was wearing a dress. And I was like, okay, bro.
Yeah.
You'll see.
Damn.
And then that same DJ, some years later.
Oh, you playing the hell out of it?
That shit ended up being alright. That shit y'all did. No.
So let's talk about this then. Let's talk about this, the tag. I remember coming up.
Yeah.
I ain't really hear tags. So
Yeah.
when you think that might have came about?
I think that was like KE on the track with Drummer Boy.
Yeah, Drummer Boy.
And I remember certain producers, instead of having a tag, had a sound. Like it would be like a.
I knew a Swiss beat sound.
Right, I knew a Swiss Beats. I knew a Pharrell. I knew a what was
popping?
Timberland.
Timberland. You kind of knew their sound.
Like you knew their sound, so they didn't have to have a tag. But Atlanta, we all kind of have like this same functionality when it comes to our music, so we had to start making tags, or else it could be anybody.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like with 808 Mafia.
Oh shit. You know them.
You feel me? You gotta put the 808 Mafia tag on it, or else it could be. You did that beat. You could walk in the room and 10 days.
Oh, they will claim these days. It's all about the
10,
big cap. But
right.
I know you asked me, I'm like, yeah, I did it.
Yeah, so that's where it came from. I remember it was just like one day it was me playing beats and them being like, who made that? And I'm sitting right at my computer like, nigga, I'm playing it for you. It's me.
Damn.
And Schoolie was like, I'm gonna make a tag for you. He made a tag one day and it just stuck.
And just stuck with it. And you just stuck with a done deal on it.
Yeah.
And it's catchy.
Yeah, it was catchy. It went to the song. That was it.
So who's popping right now that we might not know about that's coming?
Who, producers or artists?
Artists.
Lil Gotti, hard.
That's
Super
crazy.
hard.
We went to an event of his not too long ago, so he's doing his thing.
Yeah, Got It is going up. Keed, of course, everybody's starting to hear about him now.
Yeah, we've been hearing about him a lot.
Keys 5, Guap Tarantino.
Guap Tarantino.
Yeah, he with Future in them.
Okay, he's going crazy.
Yeah, he's dope.
Okay.
He's dope.
Who else we might need to producer wise?
Producer wise, Renzi 808.
Okay.
He's dope. I mean, Go Grizz, he's been like slow.
Under the radar, but
under the radar, but he is one of the hardest producers out there, period. Bricks, Bobby Critical.
We know about Bobby.
You know, Bobby's the homie.
Yeah.
But shoot, man, I got my own producers coming up.
Let's talk about them.
You know, I got 4 producers signed to me. The Remedy.
Okay.
One that y'all really need to look out for is Kosa.
Kosa. Okay.
Niggas out of here.
Since you got your own thing with producers, what made you be like, I like these young guys right here?
Man, okay, so first of all, being in Atlanta has made me know about trust issues. Like who to trust and who not to, because I've done this before. I've had 2 producers under me and brought them into situations and it just turned out bad because I didn't handle the business the right way. Because, you know, when you don't know, you don't know. What it takes is for me to see you going the extra route, to do something that I don't need to do. If you can do what I don't need to do, we're in the game. So when I see producers that go out here and they have like real drive, real determination, this is all they want to do, that makes me grab them up.
What's some of your favorite producers you like to collab with?
Grizz is one of my favorite producers. Go Grizz is one of my favorite producers to collab with. He's a genius. Me and Southside cooked up a few times before. He's fine.
Yeah.
Me and Metro cooked up.
So how's it with Southside? Cause you know now he on the headlines.
He is.
He
Let me tell
doing
you
his
something.
thing.
Southside is a master programmer.
Okay.
Like I've never seen somebody sit there and be able to make 50 beats, 60 beats in a 5-6 hour span. You know what I'm saying? Like doesn't even have to listen to him.
Just doing.
Yep. Like me, I'm more musical. I'm more about touching keys and all that kind of stuff.
Do we still consider producers? So you know, you got the, you know, they start off with the Fruity Loops and never ever touch the keys or none of that in their life. So do we still consider them as producers and the ones who do touch the keys and go the whole 9 yards? Do you feel like it's the same thing? 'Cause remember that was
time
a
has
whole thing.
changed.
Okay.
If I had to go like that, it would be like I remember when I met like artists from way back in the day. I was in a session with Quincy. And they're just like sitting there looking like
Quincy
Jones. They're looking at us with our computers and stuff, and it's like, what are y'all doing? And we got every instrument that we got is right there. So like, we had to take it by terms of production. They don't count that as real production. So nowadays, I look at if you know how to make music and it sounds musical no matter what, you're a producer.
Facts. So you're not taking away that you're not seeing no very.
Nah, if you're not touching the keyboard, so what? But if you know your key range, you know how to stay in key, you know how to make the beat, it sounds good, you're a producer.
Yeah. So what's the goal for 2019 for you, the whole crew, done deal? Like, what's the whole goal? What we trying to do? Got the studio about to be done. What's next?
What's next is finding the artist, man. Finding my own. You know, I feel like I've done enough talent searching in my life to know talent. To literally everybody I worked with in my studio that became something, when they were nothing, like, just let's be known, I can do it again.
Man, I really appreciate you coming, rocking with us, really giving everybody the knowledge, man. It's your boy Oatmeal_2 Cup Mill. I'm rocking with my boy Done Deal on the track, man. And we out.